And I am telling you, I'm not going. You're the best man I've ever known. There's no way I could ever go. Darling, no, no way. No, 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 no way. I'm living without you. Oh, I'm not living without you. You see, I don't want to be free. I'm saying I'm staying, and and you, and you gonna love me. Oh, 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 oh. Love me. Ooh, love me. Hi, people. Forgive me. That's for you, Nikki. No way. That you see this? It's the no way. There's no way. Turn off the lights. Close that damn door. You can say what you want. Excuse me. I get carried away. I'm sorry. Hi, Annette. Mocha drop. Sang. Yes, Lord. Hi, Minnie. I am Miss Red. Bruce. Nikki B. No way, no way. Why you put me up here looking like a monkey? Ooh, that's colorist. You call me a monkey. Ooh. If we all got pain. I'm in pain. I'm not feeling so good. If we all got pain. Curtis. All right, people. Here's what I'm going to talk about today. There's a lady on TikTok. I don't use TikTok, so I'm not familiar with the story. But there's a lady on TikTok that's been getting a lot of publicity in the last week or so, maybe the last couple of weeks, because she made a 50-part series on TikTok. I don't know if those are 10-minute segments or how big they are, but it's 50 parts, right? In other words, she's just telling you a whole series, correct, about this man she got involved with who turned out to be no good, right? He was no good, a heartbreaker. He was a liar, and he was a cheat. I don't know why I let him do these things to me. Anyway, so the girl came up with a creative idea that she wanted to do a 50-part series. In other words, she's just going to talk every day about her relationship with this man. And the response has been overwhelming. A lot of people, y'all know, a lot of y'all women have had experiences with these badass men. I'm going to say African-American men. Right? So she documented that. And it made it all the way to the Breakfast Club, right? Where it's, kind of a lot of publicity when you make it all the way to the Breakfast Club, where they discuss your issue. Charlamagne made comments. I think I talked about this before. Charlamagne made comments, and he referred to plus-size girls as big backs. He called the woman a big back, right? So now the woman has been invited on the Tamara Hall show. That shows you how popular this TikTok thing was. And so far, all we see now is the I guess it's a teaser. But they knew what to do on the Tamara Hall show because they put that woman on there. She didn't call him out by name. I should have pulled it up before I came on here. She didn't call him out by name, but it was very obvious who she was talking about. She was talking about a person with celebrity who had come on to make fun of her, to laugh at her, and also, I believe, to suggest that a woman with a large back, I guess that means they're saying a big person is somehow desperate, and these women need to stop being so desperate for a man. That's why they ended up with an asshole. Correct? Now, I don't know that they have a moratorium, or what's the right word, on bad men, honey. Skinny women get more of them because they're attracted. They attract more of them, honey. Right? So the woman had a creative project. What could they just celebrate? The woman had a creative project where she done made a 50-part episode, right, about these no good ass men. he calling her big back, which means he's saying that basically to all women who are plus size. Now, I don't know how long we're going to keep denying that in the Black community, there's a problem with weight, correct? Women get it a lot more than men do. So for this man be on his radio station calling people big backs when he has all the celebrity, all the fame in the world, there's no reason for him to go trying to step on other people. And so when the Tamara Hall preview showed, they showed her saying that it was very hurtful. So my opinion is, I'll ask you guys, do you think Charlamagne should apologize to that woman? I don't think it would cost him anything to simply say, listen, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I said something inappropriate. He's apologized before to other people, correct? We know how this YouTube stuff works. This is danger. This danger. You're in danger, girl. But the woman was not over here on YouTube beefing with people. Now, we know how this beef thing. I am from the beef sector. Most of y'all know the beef sector. All they do is fuss and cuss at each other, right? So if you have an extra large nose, the person who's reading you is going to talk about your nose. You got a big ass, they're going to talk about your big ass. Bad skin, whatever they see, they're going to come for it. I've experienced it myself, the level of disrespect. But that's people who are bantering back and forth with each other. I've always wondered, I said, you know what? I hope I'm not hurting other people when I go after these hoes, honey, they come after me, right? I think that's different than just picking on this woman who is pouring her heart out basically to other women. Why does Charlamagne got to come in here and say some shit like that? And he actually believes that I guess a bigger girl is somehow a lesser person, because it's not the truth, honey. You're putting too much emphasis on your skinny ass. There's more to life than a skinny ass, honey, right? It discounts the woman's intelligence, her background, her education, her wit, her humor, correct? So that really affected the woman. That's why Tamara Hall using that as they know they had a hot story, honey. And so they're going to discuss that. But apparently this thing has not aired yet. Charlamagne. So it was reckless. We understand this is the talking application. People just talk. And you talk enough, you're going to say something that is inappropriate. And I think you should just come and apologize for it. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, I don't know. Let me see what y'all say. Let me see what y'all say, right? Y'all putting too much emphasis on this skinny shit. I don't think it's any different than what's all the other shaming? This is classic fat shaming. And then you have colorist shaming and all kind of shaming and gay shaming and talking about people dark skinned, people light skinned, people too skinny, people too fat. All this shit about grouping all these people together, it is wrong. And I think that it would be the right thing to do, the right PR move to Charlamagne, to call the woman or just reach out to her. You say, you know what? I'm sorry for that, right? Because we all got big women in our families. We know that. If it ain't you, it's your auntie, it's your mama, your grandmama, somebody big, honey, right? And women have different kind of bodies. They have babies for one damn thing, honey. You didn't spit out 6, 7 kids for your ass, girl, and then you want me to be slim and trim and ready for you to hop on. Anyway, hi, Net 75. I am Miss Red. What y'all think about this stuff? Did y'all see this the clip? Let me see where I see it at, child. Did I write it down? I should have did this beforehand, but I know Thais talked about it, so let's go to his channel and maybe we can find it like that. And we can just get it right from the horse's mouth. No offense.
Didn't notice as I've been near the downtown, a palace was downtown.
I think I can do it. I don't know. I'm horrible with this damn red ball.
I don't have
these big fat fingers, honey.
Hanging out with y'all. I can't wait to come to Ty's house to kick back.
No, y'all got to find it on your own. I can't find it. But it's a promotion from Tamara Hall Show. Y'all any ideas on this kind of stuff? When you have the kind of platform he has, I just don't think it would cost him anything to apologize to her. It just they picked the right clip, right? Out of all the clips that Tamara Hall had, she chose that one, right? Which obviously she's talking about Charlamagne, because when Charlamagne talks, as far as online, people hear him, right? And this internet doesn't belong to any individual, correct? So that woman came up with a way to do her internet. Oh, how she's going to do it, her thing. I thought it was a very creative idea. Obviously, it's got a lot of play. She's on TV shows now, right? She's being insulted by the Breakfast Club. Her name is all over the place. So why can't we just celebrate? Great idea. Maybe it'll catch on. Maybe other people will chronicleize some of their experiences, honey, and they can have 50 episodes, right? I'm just saying, honey. Y'all got any thoughts on this? Hi, Soul Sister #1 show. Shonda, caught alive. Lord have mercy. With that, you started off with that singing, honey. Oh no, this is gonna be a singing live. Ooh, Lord help us. Help you to hear better. Has anybody else seen the clip? It's on Thais, and it's on another lady I just watched. What was her name? I forget. Maybe you just put Tamara Hall in your search engine. But the interview hasn't aired yet, right? So the woman has said she's not in a beef with him, so he should be talking about the size of her back, right? And I think it's bullshit to think that only skinny people can have relationships, right? They're probably going to be exposed to more assholes, more horn dogs that are out there taking advantage of people, honey. Correct? She's just telling her story. We know there's some dogs out there. Who let them dogs out? And this dude, the one who she's talking about, I saw a picture of him when I was coming on to research her picture. That dude is not no dime. I don't know why these niggas, excuse me, these African American gentlemen, I don't know why they think they're so goddamn fine, honey. Nobody want your ass, right? You ain't no better than this woman. Does he have a better brain than yours? Obviously. But you are, I guess the man was a con man, a no good, dirty dog, honey. And a lot of women like to talk about them and how worthless they are, because a lot of people are hurt and have been hurt, right? And they're not all fat, they're not all black, they're not all nothing. They're just no good men who lie, who take advantage of people, right? So I haven't seen the series, but in case y'all are interested in this 50-part series, I imagine if you want to go in and get your three or four parts or whatever, it is available on YouTube in a 7-hour video. You go to that woman's page. Her name is Reesa Teesa. And instead of going to TikTok and watching all the segments, you can go there, and she got them all lined up right together. Might be interesting conversation. It's all the off. Okay, they gotta back away from the neck bones and cornbread. Ooh, oh, see, now you're doing the same thing. You get your chance, honey. All the years of my life on the streets, they described that when the police came and got me, they described me as a tall, slim-built man. I can absolutely guarantee you, honey, that all that changed at around 45. Ain't nobody gonna describe me as no slim-built man. You don't know what's ahead of you, child. Correct? You don't know what's ahead of your mama, your aunties, your cousins, right? What happens when they look in there and say, "Oh, that's how he really feels about me. I'm a lesser person," right? And if I fall for anybody's scam, it's because I'm fat. Baby, many times you miss the bullet when you're not one of these desirable, curvaceous kind of women. Child, you know, any idea what other people go through because of their attractiveness, There are women who mess themselves up on the street just to not be attractive. Leave me the fuck alone. Mm-hmm. Charlamagne don't talk about his gape case, so he need to shut up. Charlamagne, you know, the people really want to go after you. I mean, they could start with your skin. You know, there's many things. There's always something that people can talk about you as well. You just can't be like anybody else, right? They can go to beef sector, they can call each other all kind of shit, child, and we'll be entertained by it, right? We'll hit me, load the butt, and all that kind of stuff. But you are a celebrity. Considering you're just on the radio and on internet, you are a celebrity. You don't get much bigger than your show on here, right? So you can't be so reckless. And then you stuck by it. And I was amazed that when that thing went down, nobody really came for him for those kind of comments, right? Telling women they got to stop being so desperate. How the fuck you know if they desperate or not? You would have to go by each individual person, honey. Some people are lonely. Hell, some people want to have a baby. They're 31 years old, girl. So yeah, I need a man. Can he be decent? Damn. Can you help out at the house? Whatever. You gonna blame the woman because you a piece of shit. It's on T.S. Madison's Instagram as well. Okay, so this is a story today. Sometimes you just don't know. But it certainly caught my attention. Tamara Hall, she's going to be in a couple of days, I guess she's going to air it. So they sent out these teasers to get us to talking about it, correct? She didn't call him out by name. She just said popular, she said, what hurts you so much or something like that. Tamara asked her. And she said, when people came after me for doing my story and when a popular personality, I think she called him like a personality. It was obvious who she's talking about. He did that yesterday or the day before yesterday. Mm. Okay. Hi, Deborah Mitchell. The little doggies. 4 of them. Mm. A whole litter. Mm. Ronnie Q and Fraser Laurie. Y'all women got to stand up, honey. If you don't tell them, then they'll think anything goes. So I think it's good that she would say that, right? Just to bring up people's awareness. Correct. You grouped all the women. What is that? Is that all the black women? What percentage of them is it? Because you're insulting a whole lot of people, honey. Now, I mean, I don't know, because when I was on here and I was talking, when Jay Wilson was a big shamu, I said a lot of things that could be considered, what is it? Fat shaming him and all this kind of stuff. That don't count, right? Because he's on here telling people I'm on SSI, I'm Social Security, I'm on a fixed income, and I went to prison and all this kind of shit, right? So it's a back and forth, honey. Then yes, some stray bullets are going to hit some people on occasion. I hope it didn't come across that way. Also, just like black people can call each other various kinds of names like niggas, right? We can do that between each other. Other people are not permitted to do that to us. We don't want white people talking about niggas, right? But because I'm the same thing that you are, I can say that. So if you were a big woman, a plus size woman, Charlamagne got well, I can't say it, Charlamagne, then it would be much more acceptable for you to be over here in women's business, women's conversation, talking about these men, and then also you call each other fat if you want to, because I'm the same thing as you. Correct? Anyway, I'm rambling. He's a 5, and that's how I saw it on YouTube. Wait a minute. Hi, he's a 5. Who's the 5? Charlamagne or that man? That man is not even a 5 that she wanted, honey. I don't know why she wants that dude, but people get lonely. You know, we make bad decisions. A lot of times people want bad boys. Bad boy, boy, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when I come for you? Y'all heard all them Aretha Franklin songs, child, about these no good ass peoples. Ooh, but when he get to loving, I tell you, girl, wait, I don't mind company. You see, company is all right with me every once in a while. be it my brother, my sister. I tell you, girl, look here. I'll put on some clothes and help you go out and find somebody of your own. Basically, don't be hanging around, baby, okay? Because when that man gets to loving, hey, ow, good God Almighty, ooh, they call him Dr. Feelgood. I wish I had the words. Mm-hmm. Would they describe you now, Tim, as full figured? Honey, although they would call it, I think my disqualifier would be my big belly. What made Big Daddy so big? His big belly. And I'm diabetic, so I could go and get me some Ozempic. I see Miss Oprah Winfrey. She is leaving the Weight Watchers program now. She was on the board. She has a lot of stock in Weight Watchers, but she found the easier, softer weight, right? And so now she is leaving the Weight Watchers. And she says they don't want to be promoting the names because when she says it really is promotion. But it's Ozempic, right? And so if that is the new thing, people, don't miss out. Shit. And particularly if you're diabetic. Like I'm a diabetic and I take metformin and another pill. They took my A1C like that. They fixed it, right? But I could switch to Ozempic because I'm diabetic. So why not? Why am I walking around this big ass bowling ball in my stomach if I don't have to have it? So I'll bring up the subject to my doctor, but it's not like I'm gonna be out there on the stroll, honey. I ain't got no reason to want to slim down. Mm. So yes, I would be a full-figured boy, Nikki B. Actually, I'd be a 65-year-old man. When I go to the grocery stores, I look around to see and guess how old people are, right? And these big bellies are they're not unique to me. Put it like that. Mm. I wish I could. If I was only a child again, no one's ever been so good to me since then. People all over the world. I don't be no child. I would like to be about 23. I think those were my most exciting times. 23, all through the 20s, really. But unfortunately, we can't make that happen, honey. They have been trying since the Egyptian times, honey. Uh-huh. And we can't do it. Different seasons in life. I told Ray in New York City. I ain't seen you in a couple of days. Bishop Whitehead's trial is going on in New York. So they got him. This sure is taking a long time to put that motherfucker in jail. I mean, goddamn, considering all the evidence we've been listening to for the last 2 years, you would think he'd have been when the Fed coming. Shit. They never take that long to get me, honey. They say, Blaine, hold it. I never ran not one time. I know these men would shoot me, honey. No. But they're taking a long time to bring him to trial. So which trial is it? He like Donald Trump. He got so many of them. This one is for the lady with her 90,000. I do pray the woman gets her $90,000 back. That was so cruel. You imagine working your whole life savings, right? And plus the woman had health issues and this fool just comes to take her money. I don't know what they're going to be able to liquidate because I don't think he owns anything. Yeah, so Pam Esquire is covering that blow by blow. I believe she's actually there in New York City. When we get a verdict, we'll talk about him some more. But I thought he was going to be in jail last year. He's still out there in all them goddamn clown suits and stuff, child. Why that boy so country? Well, now, no offense, people, but we know a lot of the people from the South, honey, they tend to like some of these fashy suits and stuff like that. Not everybody. I'm talking about the pimp types guys, street kind of guys. You know, they all with the flashy shit, earrings and all this stuff, jewelry and flashy suits and all that kind of stuff. You used to call them country pimps, but he's from New York City. So he called himself a dapper. You don't look that dapper to me, man. Mm-mm. So a trial, Torre, what's that last a few days? They ain't gonna spend too much time on him. Plus, you got to go and deal with the people who he tried to evict from the church too, right? That's a different trial. All this stuff, and they can't put him in jail. Whitehead, if they really, if the Fed really focuses in, and it's time for you to go to prison, they're gonna give you a lot of time, bro, because you got so much stuff going on, right? You're doing it all in the God's name, or you got no problem all the time. Let's get G to hang. Let's get G to hang. This is the mark of an absolute non-believer. Your obsession with bling has brought you down, bro. The only reason them people came in that church and robbed your ass is because you got bling from head to toe. You said it was first. You said it was 400,000. Then you said it was $1 million. Well, we don't know what the hell the truth was, Chad. All this junk on to go down in the ghetto, or at least the neighborhood looked like tire shops and stuff like that. You got to go down there and you preaching to about 15 people. And yet you got $1 million wrapped around your neck and your ear. You're stupid. I ain't got no respect for that dude at all. And I really do hope that woman is able to get her money. If he owns anything, they're going to take it. Mm-hmm. Egyptian goddess. Oh, look at all y'all here today. Soul Sister #1 show, Egyptian goddess, Elaine. Thank y'all. Deborah Mitchell's here. Oh. We have 100 here. Please hit. Okay, I got to say, would you please hit the like button? Thank you. That's the way Clyde even says it. It is at 8 and 8. Oh, you trying to rile me, Nikki B? It ain't gonna work, honey. He gonna call Jay Wilson an 8. 8 what? Y'all better go over there and see y'all friend, honey, and ask him, do he have that money? You know the day's the first of the month. Okay, keep playing. Maybe that putting the money on the back of the loan, that's a last ditch effort before they evict you, foreclose on you, right? So don't be coming over talking about I don't have it this month. My hail, I got a hail. I bet Oprah is about to get a contract with the weight loss drug company. Oh, of course she is. If she didn't already, they say that Weight Watchers is trying to get in on the act as well. So if all these companies get in on this Ozempic and whatever the other one is called, then I'll make a decision. I said, well, damn, if all y'all ain't dropped dead, right? There have been some reports of people saying that their stomach, was paralyzed. I assume that's temporarily paralyzed and stuff. It's a side effect. But when you talk about, 2 million people are using it, and you got 5 people with their stomach, then I think it's a decent gamble. But I could do it because if they would just switch it out, I'm sure it's probably rare now because so many people are doing it. But hell, if we can all get skinny as a country, a lot of things change, honey. Right? We got all this technology. This shit wasn't here. People are creating technology every day. Why can't they create weight loss solutions? And if Oprah Winfrey gonna do it, with all she got to lose, honey, that makes a strong statement. So you're right. She probably will get in. She can go in there and buy herself a few million shares if she wants to. You've been enjoying the past archives. I was going through the 5-day archives today, child. Boy, we was having a time then. What was that, 3 years ago? All these ongoing beefs, honey. I was going through the bang. That bang. Oh, you out here living your life on bang. Girl, living crazy. Oh. I watched about 6 of them today. Get to know me. Yeah, I know you ain't no good, Nikki. Jay Wilson at 8. Girl. Jay Wilson is a 2. And now if you lose that house, you're gonna be a 0. It's all been based on the hail. They need to drop the price over 1K a month. Oh, come on. With insurance? Really? K. Williams? Over 1K a month. Jesus Christ. Well, my HIV medication costs like that. I've never paid not even $1 for HIV medication, but those are the prices. And I take more than one. Well, I only take one HIV thing now, but I take other stuff too. Blood pressure and all that kind of shit. So yeah, it's expensive. I don't know how people do it without insurance, but mine is covered. I don't know if they're covered Ozempic or not. They probably would before, but now since it's so popular, Medi-Cal might not even want to pay it. They said, hell no, use something cheaper. You would think, though, if they're selling millions and millions and millions of doses of this stuff, that they would just build a new factory. How long does it take to build a new factory and just produce more? So that's going to happen. And we'll see. Maybe this is a solution for all America, honey. We can all get slimmer, slim and trim. Damn, $1,000. I can't even imagine paying $1,000 a month. That's a fucking mortgage payment. This is good news that you can use. Girl, Sharon, you remember that? That bang. That bang. Oh. They out there living their life on bang. No, 5 8 don't mess with me. That's just a memory. It don't just apply to one person either. Okay, not true. It's Z. With good insurance, it's $30. Well, that's more reasonable. $30, honey. You got to have that good insurance. I imagine Medi-Cal probably pays for it if you have diabetes. Maybe it's so expensive if you don't have a diabetes. You got somebody that's just writing you scripts. I don't know why I never remembered to unplug that damn phone. The phone, the home phone is a dinosaur. But I like it because you can call out. You ain't got to worry about reception or nothing like that. And you can put it on speaker and all that kind of stuff. Saved by the phone. Because I have checked. I have United Healthcare. United Healthcare. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Right. Most insurance companies are. Most insurance are covering it now. Okay. They cover all my stuff. When that HIV stuff came out, man, that shit was expensive. I mean, it was like $5,000 a month. It's not that now. That's reduced to one pill now. So them cocktails was expensive, baby. I think Ozempic is worth it if you are having obese-related medical conditions. If I was real big, I'd take it. I mean, research it, of course. You have YouTube. You can look up anything, honey. All the best doctors in the world, you can look it up. See what the risks are. And if they say that it's paralyzed some people's stomach, you need to check those numbers, right? If it's 5 people out of 1 million people, then I think it's a pretty safe bet. It might be the future, though. Things keep getting better, honey. And people are going to become Zuckerberg rich. My weight stabilized. I'm fat. I'm fat. It ain't like I'm skinny, but it ain't going up none, honey. But who knows? Maybe I would go out if I was slim and trim. Who knows? I don't think you could turn back the, if I could turn back the hands of time. Mm-hmm. My coworker has BCBS and pays $30. Okay. She's getting. Well, imagine if it seems like you're going to have side effects from it, you can stop it, correct? But if that's now you know you got to sacrifice something because it just suppresses the appetite, from what I can tell. So it just makes you not hungry, which is good, you know. I just spoke with doctor about it a few weeks ago. Miss Tang, celebrities and the rich abused it to where now those who really need it can't afford it and don't get approved for it. Okay. That's what I was kind of thinking that is guy. I don't know that would apply though to a person who is actually sick with diabetes. I would imagine you can still get a prescription for it, right? A lot of people they don't have diabetes. They just have a weight issue. The pharmacies have a difficulty keeping it in stock. You ever feel regretful about your past drug? Do I ever feel, nigga, you being smart or you being serious, child? You in that Justin child. Do you ever feel regret about your past drug experience? No, I don't. I used to. I used to feel like it was all a waste of time and all that kind of stuff. But we only have a certain amount of time. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and deny that I had a lot of fun. You don't do something for 17 years because you hate it, right? Now, we'll all come on here, everybody who gets in sobriety, because we've experienced the whole thing from, in the end, it's usually pretty terrible. But no, I don't regret it. Mm-mm. I had a lot of time, a lot of fun partying for all my 20s and up into my 30s. Things got out of control when I started actually making good money, and I had robbers looking for my ass, and I had police. I couldn't even walk down the goddamn street because everybody, police in the Tenderloin, knew who I was, right? So the game it wasn't that much fun anymore, right? It was just about trying to stay away from the police and stay away from the robbers and the ripoffs and all the shit that goes along with it, and primarily prison. I went to prison 10 times, honey. At some point, you're gonna say this is enough. At some point, when you go back to in and out like that, and you have people in there doing 20 and 30 years, honey, they don't respect you. They say you think this is a joke. What the fuck? You're getting out, nigga. You were out 3 weeks. You come right back. You must like this food or something, you know, because it is kind of crazy what we do when we're on dope. Because when you get out of prison, I wasn't on dope when I got out of prison. Went right back to it. So. But the 20s was mostly drinking. So I like the bar life. The bar life got out of control because of the alcohol. And then the solution to the alcohol, drinking and getting drunk, you get so drunk you don't enjoy yourself. You know, you just at the bar all the time. The solution was crystal meth. And look what that cost me, 17 years. So, and probably HIV as well. You call it H? Who is H? Wait, UHG. Who is that is? Mm-hmm. No, I don't regret nothing. I'm just a grateful person, Nikki B. Grateful, 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 grateful. Gratefulness is flowing from my heart. I'm glad I'm here, honey. We're supposed to be here. Shit. Everybody I knew in the 70s died. Pretty much. I mean, I got sent up here to make it through that. I mean, I just came through cancer fucking, what was it, 5 years ago? I've been through all kind of shit, and yet I'm still here. I'm comfortable. I ain't got no husband, but other than that, that's right. Soul Sister #1 show. Timothy's Cash App is such and such, such and such. Serious question. Don't regret your life, honey. Whatever you went through in your life, that's made you who you are. Right? And let other people judge your life, your decisions. You out there calling people drug addicts and all this, and oh, it's horrible. You got a horrible life. You're on drugs. You don't know what those people are going through when they're not on drugs. Drugs might have been a solution for them until it turned on them. I liked them streets when I was in them. I don't want to be no old man out there though. I wouldn't have asked the question if I knew a song was coming next. With tears falling from my eyes. It's because I'm grateful. So grateful. He heard my cry. All that dope shit that did bring me to God too, because I was a non-believer for most of my life. I mean, I know there was a God. I don't know there was a creator, but I was not a believer. I didn't put my trust in Jesus or God or the church and nothing like that. So it was dope that brought me to my knees. That's a good thing. Right? I still got a few years left. I'm cool. We're going to all live in the same damn place. That nigga that came on here talking about, oh, you on a fixed income. You on it, girl. I never had it so good, bitch. Like he ain't gonna be, girl, whatever. I shouldn't even think about that name. I don't care if you judge or not, Nikki B. I'm not a shameful type person. I can talk about almost anything, honey. It just doesn't bother me. You got to go through it, baby. When you know what you know that you know. You love the Grateful song? Who is that? There's a lot of Grateful songs, honey. My pastor has one of my favorites. She's the one that sings, thank you, God, for all you've done for me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, it could have been me outdoors with no food and no clothes. Oh, I could have been alone without one friend or just another number with a tragic end. But you didn't see to let none of these things be. And every day by your power, you keep on keeping me. And I want to say thank you, God, for all you've done for me. Yeah, Nikki B could have been me. Or is it grateful? Love the song Grateful, or is it grateful? Oh, I don't even know. All the regrets in life. When you get older, you'll forget all of them anyway. Right. I have thrown my sins into the sea of forgetfulness, honey. I'm glad I lived life. Mr. Narcissistic Tim was saying I was curious. People think that they really offend you by asking about questions about dope. That don't bother me. I wrote a book about it, child. I wrote a book about it. My grandmama was my biggest fan of that book. She passed it around to all the relatives. She said, "You didn't spare nothing, did you, boy?" No, Grandma, you gotta tell the truth, honey. Actually, it's a spiritual book. I mean, over half of it is my spiritual journey. But dope is what took me there. It took me there. Ain't nobody crying. Oh. Help me. Somebody, come on and help me now. I'll take you there. Whoa, let me take you there. Whoa, play it, Mary. Play your piano now, Lord. Trump years. Ooh, my favorite Timothy videos were but did I talk about Trump a lot? I know he made me so mad that first run. So we imagine that's coming back. I just can't believe all the shit that he is able to get away with. I mean, I can't believe it. 90-something charges. That's incredible. And they just keep on, they want to vote for him. Yeah, Trump. The only thing they know about Trump is he likes white people. That's it. The man announced, he came down the escalator talking about how horrible Mexican people were. And they were all drug addicts. And they were all drug dealers. And they were murderers and all this kind of shit, child. They were rapists. You rape your children. They're going to rape your children. And then they'll find one Mexican person somewhere in Albuquerque, some goddamn where, who was involved in a crime. Meanwhile, you got 200,000 people committing crimes at the exact same time. Oh, look what they're doing. Look what they're doing. And he made that his whole guy, that he ran on that, the bigotry, the hatred of America. You know, when I pray for America in general, honey. Humanity, because we all just evil, honey. I don't know what that is. I just can't imagine. I mean, it's so sickening what has happened to this country that they're gonna put somebody like that in the White House. I think. Now Nikki's saying being nice now. You go back and forth, Nikki. Jesus, so loud. What do you think? What do you think that Kim Burrell would think about my singing? She wants silence. God damn it. I'm singing. That's all right. I'm singing now. I'm singing solo. You over there with the mask. Shut the hell up. She's gonna change the whole chemistry of the church. Everybody sit there and look at her. She do them runs, honey. Let me see. Bink Bianca. That's my new character, Bianca. 2 convictions. Wait, right, with 2 convictions. That many so far. Well, he was convicted of rape to the tune of $80-something million, child. He did that with all of his influence and all of the kiss asses he got following him around and all of the Republican bullshit. They still convicted him of what he did. That's the character you put in the White House. You want to grab women by their pussy, and your excuse is because you can do it. Because you can do, when you're a celebrity, you can do it. That should have been an end to his career right there. They got more excited. They need to pass out some Ozempic in his audiences, honey. They tend to be on the large size. Very Walmartish. Ooh, nigga, now why you got to bring your drawers in it? You change your mind as often as you change your drawers. Man, we don't worry about your crusty ass drawers, man. Oh, so you don't change them? Oh. Go take a shower, man. Change your underwear. See what did I miss here? Anything else going on today? Let's see. Let's check the perimeter. I never find anything in the perimeter. I don't know what I do. Claudia Jordan and Armand Wiggins beef. Oh, Claudia Jordan and Armand Wiggins beef? Question mark. How Ricky Smiley sabotaged Claudia. Oh, that's that guy, AT2. He covers all the celebrity stuff. Let me see. Latest big, okay. I don't see no breaking stories, honey. Of course, while he's there. I think Wally just goes for whatever is controversial. So if everybody says go right, he wants to come and always say go left, right? He wants to defend Donald Trump, his tennis shoes and shit. I said, Wally, you couldn't have this many opposing ideas, right? He always takes the opposite side to be controversial. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Nikki B and Justin are your faves. I think they're both straight men. You know what that means. I call them hard heads. Don't drag that one back up. Don't drag that Justin back up, honey. He's another one just gonna say whatever the opposite. Whatever you say, he said the opposites. Y'all banter is hilarious. Mm-hmm. I know they love me, child. Even Nikki B. You're brother to brother kind of love, but you know. Anyway, today is the first of the month. I got to go out and do. Well, I already paid my bills. Are all paid electronically, so I really ain't got no reason to go out there. It's raining again. We have a storm started Friday today, early in the morning. It's supposed to go on for the next 3 days. Yeah, don't be worried about your regrets, honey. Be grateful that you made it through. Mm-hmm. Somehow we made it through the storm and rain. We made it. Somehow we made it. Be grateful, honey. Less complaining. God does not like our murmuring and complaining. I got to remember that, honey. He gave us a whole world to live in. He said, listen, you got dominion over the earth. I'm tired of it. I'm not going to burn you up. I'm not going to cause a big flood. Go ahead and do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Yeah. And he gave us a world and a sun and a moon, honey. He gave us stars. All this shit's been here for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. We take it for granted, right? You think you're supposed to have lips. Why? Who decided that? Who decided to put teeth in your mouth? They didn't have to. Faith, it's about time. He don't need to be out there in them streets. Yeah, Jabber is dead, honey. I started to write that memoir, really, Killing Jabber. That was my name, child. Baby, that nigga is gone. He is gone. It's such a relief. You go into the department store, you ain't got to worry about nobody looking at you. You ain't got to worry about nobody chasing you. You ain't got to be at the department store. You can walk out the door in the grocery store, right? Nobody looks at you twice. That's just a regular customer, a regular human being, honey. All that other shit goes along with using drugs. So don't ever think I'm encouraging nobody to do no shit like that, because a whole lot goes with it. And many times it will end up in homelessness, right? It will end up in you doing horrible things to your body, liver, kidneys, liver and onions. It will destroy you. You see the example of Wendy Williams. I mean, we don't know what caused all the disease in her body, but she's got a lot of stuff going on, honey. And many people believe that it's from a lifetime of drug abuse and alcohol abuse, right? So we don't know. Take better care of your body than that, honey. I think I would love to see what would happen if she actually did get off the bottle, though. If you remove the alcohol, I mean, for months, a year, and then see what condition she's actually in. How's the book coming along? Chapter 7. Mm-hmm. Chapter 7. The food and moved to I can't tell you what it's about. He done left San Francisco. Now he in LA terrorizing my main character. They gonna get his ass though. I just love the writing to figuring out, right? It's fascinating to write a story, to figure out all the things that come together at the end, and for it all to make sense at the end of the book, right? It's challenging. So I like it. Poor Wendy, feel sorry for her. Yeah, we all do. Now, if she got anything that's life-threatening, I don't know. Dementia is life-threatening. I think if it turns into Alzheimer's, they're close friends. If it turns to Alzheimer's, she probably wouldn't survive very much longer. But if she has dementia, a lot of people have dementia, right? But maybe it wouldn't be so bad if she wasn't drinking. Wendy says she's in too much pain to give up drinking. Well, that's what it feels like when you're alcoholic. You're drinking. You're not going to see it clearly. But I imagine, when I thought I was going to die from AIDS because all the people around me were dying from AIDS back in like 1986 or something like that, I didn't see any reason to get clean. Clean for what? To sit up here and die? I don't want to see that. So I can understand that part as well. It's just sad. I wish they wouldn't have filmed that thing. But the reality is, if you look up Wendy Williams in Lifetime, she signed a 3 documentary deal. That's the crust of it. Wendy Williams, What a Mess, which I talked about by mistake. She had another one called Wendy Williams, the movie, and then she has this most current one. She already signed a deal to do all 3 of those. Maybe she couldn't get out of the contract without being penalized or sued. She said. Yeah, she signed a Lifetime deal for sure. Because she made 3 movies. That's why I got confused. All within the last 3 years. And there's been quite a progression up until now. Unless they were tapping it down a little bit in the other movies. I don't know. But this one was pretty sad. It got a lot of attention, though. This is probably the highest ratings that Lifetime has had in a while, So whatever it was, it worked. They got them. I think they fired the manager, that guy who I thought was a decent guy myself. Some companionship for her. Somebody seemed to give a fuck about her. And although she did go off on him too, they fired him and they fired the publicist. The publicist is the girl that her sister wouldn't even stay in a room with, wouldn't even acknowledge her. So they already been having problems with those 2. Those 2 are gone, and now they're looking at the guardianship. What's going on there? The girl who is the guardian, she's already been sued by other people for millions of dollars because of the handling of their family's money. So maybe the guardianship will be gone as well. I think it should be somebody in the family. That boy, her son, I don't think he loves his mother. He was reckless, right? I guess he calls the guardianship, but he's not 19 anymore. That's a grown man now, right? So they can make it. Maybe they can make it with both of them, the son and the sister. You don't get much closer in family than that, right? They can work with her. So now nobody knows where she's at. Maybe that's the best thing for her. Okay, I'll look. It's a shame how weak people are to them. Okay. Anyway, people, y'all have a wonderful Friday. It's the first of the month. You go pay your bills, right? And check in on Jay Wilson. Make sure, say, Jay Wilson. They coming, boy. Jay Wilson, we know you're in there, nigga. Come on. Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson, we ain't seen a lot of cash apps or no super chats, girl. You had lost both jobs, Miss Thing. So what you doing? What happened? Nigga, tell me what happened. Wilson got caught with them.